of something over here, a mountain over here. But you're still interested in measuring the bottom of the mountain. But it's better to have some shape like a mountain. This is a mountain over here. But you are interested in what's the distance between this one, the bottom of the mountain and the sea level. So this basically is your sea level. This is the sea. See, there's a gravity. That's the reason it's curved. It's gravity. And the short distance is okay. From long distance, you do the correction. We did it already. So this is the one. This is the one. You are HB. So now you have you can get a relation as HB. HB basically HB plus SM equals HI plus HA. This is not. You didn't know this one because your machine is here. You set up machine. You can use a tape. You can easily use the tape to measure this one. Some of the machine the electronic one. They'll tell you the height of your machine. So you don't even need to do the calculation, do the taping bit. You can just use the tape. Use the electronic signal to measure the height of this one. So you can get this one. And as about this one, sometimes you have to check. Sometimes you check before do the measurement. You can, as a surveyor, normally you know this one because at some point in the ground they'll set up some. There are some we call page or something in the ground, embedded in the ground. So you pretty much at some point you know the one. And the other way you can do is even if you have the GPS or something, you can locate this position. You can get the height above the sea level as well. There are many ways to get HA sea level. So even if you have a mobile phone, if you just use a mobile phone, use online, and you ask what's the mean sea level is at my position now. You can easily get the sea level above the one. But that one was pretty much done by GPS speed as well. So and so on and so forth. So this one is already known, and this one can be treated as known as well. And this one can be calculated. SM can be calculated because once you have this one over here, and then you have the length of your subtense bar. Suppose your length of subtense bar. So you can get this one, the number of this one, this distance. You can get the distance of this number as well. So you can get the distance of this number as well. All right. So you can get the information. You can get it this one, and S is already not. You can get S is not. S and not half S is also known as well. So SM is also known. This is also a known number. This is also known number. So HB can also be calculated. HB can also be calculated. Calculated as well because A might be here. This might be the B. This picture is not good. Looks like A is the same like B. You can suppose A is here and your position is above the sea level. Suppose you are here. You are here under the sea level or something. Maybe it's under. Doesn't look as under. Maybe under. Maybe it's here is better under the sea level because this is the sea level, right? So this is under the sea level. Okay, so in this case, you do the measurement. This is under sea level. This is above sea level. So this will be low. This one will be low. I look at this one. So in this line will look like this one, like this. The slope over here. Slope over here. This way. Okay, so in this case, you can also calculate HB as well. All right, so you can use this machine, use tachymeters to measure the length. This one. And also based on this one, you can also know the length, the height of B. So you can from this to the combination. This one you can get two information at least. Okay, depends on your purpose. It depends on purpose. About S, there is some interpretation about S. S is called staff. Staff is this one. The one I show you in the lab. You can see some of it is called leveling staff. There are different brands, but pretty much the same. Just a rod, and then some number on top of the rod. And then you can do the measurement. So it's HT minus HB. What's HT? HT pretty much is the reading in the tab. The reading in the tab. If you are using some article one, that will be a reading on your machine. On this one, the reading on your machine. So in your machine, you can see the reading is called the pretty much you look like this one. Every tools, every optical one will pretty much the same like this one. So this one will be installed over here. This one will pretty much, this one will be installed over here. So when you look it through, you'll see this one, this is a reading. This you will see the reading over here on top of face the reading over here, and this reading will be here. You will see the reading over here. Then you will measure we call the distance over this one. But this one normally is the non-radial. I mean the angle. The angle. This one will be the angle. You can measure angle between this one. Based on this one, you will get angle. And this one is already known because it's a sub-10 spot is already a fixed length somewhere. So this is already known over here. So based on this one, you can do the calculation. All right. Let's continue. So D in this straightforward. In order to get D, of course, if you already know the everything in your hand, easily you can resort to this one. You can get a D like this one. But sometimes when you don't have so much information, then you can rely on doing this bit D over here. D in this case will be equals K plus C. S is the one we talk about intercept. K and C are constant. K and T are constant. It's related to the tachymeters itself. Related to tachymeter. You can also calculate the D as well. And in this book, you already use this one. Most time you use some variant of this one. Some variant of this one. Take a look. One of the variants this one. D is calculated. Suppose this is D. This D. D will be calculated based on this one. K times this times cosine square alpha, and V will be this one. V is a vertical distance. This one. The vertical distance. Indeed, SM is even longer. Because SM measure the middle point of this one up to the ground of V. But V only measure the middle point up to the horizontal line of the side over this one. This is horizontal. So this is V. So if you want to measure this V, use this one. Use this and you might wonder where does this formula come from? Indeed, I don't know because it takes a lot of time for me to get the derivation. I can't find the derivation because K over here is a constant, so it's related to this machine and also C as well. So it must go through a lot of calculation in order to get this one. So we don't know because we don't know where and how they get a K, how they get a K. So although it's over here, but as long as they don't give you any information about K, you can't even do the calculation as well. In principle, yes, V is this formula, but alpha is okay. Alpha is here. We know alpha, and K is the intercept. Is a sub-intercept. But K, no idea. No idea. So even they give you V in this way, you still cannot do the calculation unless they give you the information about K. So I haven't seen any information about K. So we just leave as it is. As here, you know, there are something called V calculated like this one. There comes in called D being calculated like these two formula. That would be good enough. And then later on, we really need to. If they really give you more information of K, K is related to the machine itself, so that's really the reason they don't give you K, because really the constant of the tachymeter D will be measured like this, so it's a K, and the C, the measurement will be C, but K and C will be equipped with this machine, with these tachymeters. So when they give you this machine, so different machine pretty much have a different K and C. So that's the reason you don't have a universal K and C. In this case, it's not physical one, is machine dependent. So, but anyway, we just treat as a given. So if you have to do a calculation, you can just substitute everything in. So B, now if you want to get everything about HB, suppose basically this one was set in between. So the horizontal one, look into this one is the middle one of this one. You look at the middle one. You see, the horizontal one is this one, and then you have an angle up and below some angle. So the horizontal one is the middle one. If you take S, this is the middle one. Okay, so you take S as your sub-10 spot. You look at the middle one. But now we change a little bit. you look at the bottom one. You see the horizontal support is this one, but if you change the angle, this one you don't change the angle at all. It's the horizontal side is this one, right? Now you shift, you turn this thermometers to some degree, to which degree? To alpha degree. You turn it to alpha degree. Then the middle one will be this one, the middle side. This is the horizontal is the previous one, but now you turn it, so it become it's called inclined line of sight, because you do the you turn it, so this is this line is inclined. So the inclined line of side will be this one. This one. So in this case, if you turn around, why do you want to turn around? Of course, tips numbers. So if you want, on the other hand, want to measure the height of the mountain, you want to measure height of mountain. Of course, you are not interested in the mountain, the bottom of the mountain between these two. Maybe you are interested in the height of the mountain, or maybe the height of the sea level of this peak of the height of the mountain. What's the sea level? So in this case, you will turn your thermometers. You turn your thermometer to some degree. Suppose you turn alpha. This is alpha degree. You can take a look at this. This is alpha degree. Now, the same question comes. Of course, here you want to measure. If you can get V, SM is if you take a look, basically S in this case, we can take a look, presumably what's known, what's unknown, because the author didn't explain anything. He just give you a picture here, and there's nothing more, nothing more. So how to do the calculation? So let me give you some scenario, and then we can try to figure out how to do the calculation based on this one, and also based on these three I gave to you. Then we will try to do some calculation based on thermometers, and based also on law of sine, law of cosine, and trigonometry. Let's find out whether we can get information out of this one. Otherwise, this author really doesn't say anything. Just out of nowhere, give you this formula and then give you this picture and nothing. You have no idea what is he's doing now. So let's try to figure out based on our knowledge. So what we got now is we have an angle. That's for sure. You have an angle over here. You have an angle over here. So and another one. Let me draw over here. Let me use the other one, and we can try to figure out how to make this one. This one probably the main purpose to do this bit based on trigonometry, and hopefully we can get some information out of this one. Otherwise, your picture, nice picture here, but it didn't say anything. It's a pity. Okay, so now you have you turn the angle. Let's take a look. You turn the angle. This is a horizontal one. Let me draw the machine first. Let's have a machine. This is your machine. This is your machine. Okay. You look through this machine. Okay. So you look through this machine. You are going to look at some bit over here. Also over here, you are going to look at this one. Suppose this is the height of the mountain. So you're going to look at this one. You have to turn this angle in order to see the peak, the summit of the mountain. So you take a look, and then the mountain, summit of the mountain over here. So this is the height of the mountain. All right, and this is so what we know now. I'm just based on the knowledge we have to make it sensible and measurable. We don't care about the older. This book is I really want. I don't like this book because but it's out of among all the books. It seems it's a good one as well, but it's not good enough because they don't give you any explanation and nothing at all. Okay, so you turn this around. So you do is an angle over here. So you turn this around. This angle is this angle. So that will be recorded in the machine, and this machine will record the angle. So in some sense, the whole angle will be known. The whole angle will be known. All right. So that's one. Second one. This bar is your we call you can treat this one as your subtense bar. So the length of the subtense bar I already know is okay. This is a subtense bar. All right. So you put the bar over here, the subtense bar over here, or in some based on some way. Maybe if you treat this as a mountain, this as a mountain, and then some people can stand on top of the mountain, and then you want to measure maybe here doesn't look like mountain of this here, and you can ask some people to stand on top of it here and then hold a subtense bar. This subtense bar is the length is s. Normally it's 1 meter long. Normally it's 1 meter long. Okay, so you can do this one. Okay, no problem. And of course, you can look at this machine can also look at this speed as well. So you can also turn the machine up. Turn the machine looking at this speed. Okay, so you can turn. So in this case, you don't turn the machine to this degree. You turn over here. Look at this point. Then you keep on turning the machine and look at this point. Okay, so I know the height of S in advance. This already know. And this angle can be measured as well because every whatever I turn will be in the machine itself. So this can be measured because I turn this one to this one and to this angle. So the difference between these two angles will be this one. So in some sense, you also know this angle. Let's call this angle here is called alpha. Let's name it up. It's called alpha as well. Let's name it alpha as well. Okay, this is an angle over this angle. Now it comes to the next one. Next one, you look at the middle of this one. Because suppose this is 1 meter long. I can I can put a break point on top of this subtense bar or rod, twig anyway. So put something in between. Is a middle one, half a half, middle one. I put. So there is a point over here. A point over here. Suppose it's a half. This point is a half. So this up. Okay. So now this machine. You turn the thermometers again. Look at this point. Okay, look at this point. Turn this machine again. Look at this point. So what you got? What do you know? What kind of information you got now? Let's take what kind of information you got. Angle of this one. Angle of this one. Why? Because once you turn it up to here, minus this angle, you get this one. Suppose this angle is beta. Okay. Also, you know the angle between these two lines. This line and this line. This is called inclined line. Inclined height. Inclined. Okay. So you also know the angle between these two. So also this one. Any gamma here? No gamma. Let's use gamma. Okay, so based on this information, we know alpha equals beta plus gamma. No question. Because that's the way it is. If the angle, the full angle is alpha, and this angle is beta. This okay. So all these are known. You know this one. All based on your thermometers. You can know all these angles. No problem. Okay. So I write down what we know first to find out what we don't know later. So now we also know what? We also know the distance of this one. The whole distance is half. This distance must be s 1/2 of s. This is 1/2 of s. Okay, no problem now. So far so good. Now let's take a look. What's the next one? Next one we are going to find out is suppose you already get this one. You can already get this one. So based on the sine law, you know this one. Based on sine law, you can This face this one. This will face this one. But you can't use a sine law straight away. Use the cosine law first. So suppose the distance of this one is d. Let's see. Suppose the distance of this one is d. This one is c. C, D, E. This is E. These are the three distances. C, D. The distance between these are C, D, E. Okay. Next. Next one. What are we going to get the relation between C and E? I'm going to get a relation between C and E. So what's the relation between C and E? These are suppose the length of this one is 1/2. So based on the law in science, you can get d is something. So you can get an equation. You can get the equation. This is 1/2 to s divided by 2 squared. This will be this number c squared plus d squared plus minus 2cd times cosine alpha. Cosine this one. This is gamma. Because we don't have too much information. We're going to get a lot of information out of small information. Also, we have to rely on geometry. And the second one is also, this is also the s divided by 2, half s squared equals how much? Equals d squared plus d squared plus e squared minus de 2d cosine beta. Oh, you get this one. So this one get rid of this one. D will get rid of D. So in principle, of course, at some point probably you have to do some assumption as well. But in principle, you can get some information out of this one. Okay, let's continue. So this angle will be facing D. This angle will be facing this one. This angle, take a look. This angle will be facing this one. So now it's a sine law. So this is a sine omega. Sine omega, the side you face is s divided by 2. All these are known. All these are known. S divided by 2. So this one is known. And this one is also known. So this number is known. Equals. This number is known. Equals what? Equals this angle. This angle and the d. So you have a d. And you also have a sine. Let's call this angle, let's call it A. This angle call it A. A. Of course, A, you don't know A yet. You don't know A yet. So last equation, look at this one. This one can be also known. This one can be also, if this is known, this one can be also known. So also what's the number of this one? This one will be a sine. In total, this angle plus this angle will be pi, right? So now will be pi minus this angle. Pi minus this angle. This angle already called A. Pi in total is pi. Pi, of course, you have to minus alpha as well. Alpha and A is unknown. Pi is known. A is unknown. So now is only one unknown is A. This is this angle is this angle. This angle is this angle. Okay, so this angle will be facing D as well. Look at this triangle. By sine law, it will be facing D as well. So this will be D. Yeah. I just try to let me maybe this one D. Okay, equals. Look at this one. This one is beta, sine beta. Sine beta is already known. So sine beta is already known. There is no problem. Sine beta is already known. Okay, so aptitude sine is S. So this number already know. This number already know. So based on these two information, you can get rid of D. You can get rid of D. So this will become D equals something. And this also will be D. Of course, you need some Taylor formula approximation. I just told you. But second order will be enough. So if you solve the cube, polynomial cube, it will be too difficult. So second order for approximation for the sine second order will be good enough. In this case, you can get the A simply based on these two equations. Let me repeat. This number is known. I already know this number. So based on I already know this one already, I can easily get rid of D because you have D, you have D over here. I can easily get rid of D. If you don't, or you can say D equals this number, raw number times sine A. So this D will be replaced by this number times sine A. So sine A will be here, sine A over here. And there is one number over here. So will be sine A divided by this one will equals to one number. And the sine A could be approximated by polynomial. We previously we talked about this one, the sine function. So that's the reason I mentioned the sine function. So now what I'm teaching you is to really how to use the calculation the sine function over here, sine function. So you can plug in but you have 3, order 3, or even 5. 3 is accurate enough. If you get I think 3 is enough. It's very small already. If you don't think you even want to give it much more accurate, you can get into 5. And all this can be solved by computer because you already have order of 3, a polynomial of order 3. It's hard to get a solution out of hands. If you only have 2, it's easier. But now you have 3, it's hard. So you can use the computer to do all this bit. So what I mean is that you can, if you have a sine over sine A over here, and the sine A is this one. If you have sine A over here, and you have this one over here, this one can be approximated by all this bit. So you have something related to A, and the minus A cubed divided by factorial 3, so on and so forth is something. So very unknown is A. You can get A over here. You can get, and on the other hand, you can also have this one. You can use this one approximate. You can also have something related to A as well over here. And eventually from this one and this one, these two, you can get A. You can from what I just told you, this one. And now I'm teaching how to really do the calculation out of so few information. How can we do all this bit? Is very important. You can use this bit. It's not even mentioned in by the author, but it's important. If you only have this one, how are we going to use all this information? You can still do the calculation, no problem. But you need to rely on approximation. This bit combined with Taylor's formula, you can get all this bit. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, next. So once you get A, you can easily get D, because the D is just this number times A. If you shift this number times A will be D. So you can also get D. No problem. It's a sine law. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. So everything become much more. Although itself is still complicated, it's not easy one. It's not easy one. But once you have a computer, everything become quite easy. You can write some small program. You can easily sub all these numbers. It shouldn't be a problem. I don't know whether I want you to do this or not, but let's continue. We'll see. Okay, so now I have a D. This number is not. This number is not. Everything is not. Gamma is not. Beta is not. Everything is not except C and D. I don't know C and D. Right? D. I don't know C and E. D over here. D is not. D and D over here. D is not. D is from this law of sine. I know D over here. I know A. I know D. So no problem. A and D will be. But you have to use approximation. A and D no problem. It can be got this one. Okay. Next one. D is not. D is not. Gamma not. Beta not. S not. Everything is wrong except C and E. C and E are not. C is over here. E is over here. C and E are not. Okay. So based on this one, you can you can get a relation between C and E. So you can get the relation. C will be some D, some function depends on D. I don't do all the calculation. I just do the inference for you to let you know. This one probably is doable based on very few information. How can we get everything out of this one? Is doable. Okay, so what's next? C and D is this one. And what's this angle? And this angle. This angle can be calculated. This angle can be calculated. So though it look a bit complicated, this angle is A over here. You already can be calculated already. You got A. So this A face. This is what? E. This one face S. I will look at the whole picture. Let me show you. So you can use law of sine first. But not first. Continue. Use this one. So that one, this one will become like, let's say this one. This is sine A. This is interesting, but it's a little bit complicated. It's quite amazing. You don't have too much information based on this machine, based on substance bar. You try to get all the information of CDE. So it's quite amazing. Not only for D or not for. Previously, it's easy because this one is a horizontal. Horizontal one is very easy. You don't need too much information. It's very easy. But for this one, it's very difficult. For this one, you put this one is basically substance bar is put everywhere. You can. It's not like in the middle or something. It's anywhere. So this will become much more complicated. But out of this one, we still can, based on basic, I won't call it too basic, but based on trigonometry, you can still get the information. Okay, A, sine A, the law of sines, is facing E, the side of E. So E over sine A equals, this side is alpha. We already know alpha. We already know alpha, right? And alpha is facing S. The whole alpha is facing S. What is S? S already know is a substance bar. It's supposed to be 1 meters long. S. So out of this one, I already know A. Sine A indeed is already. I already know sine A. You calculate the sine A as well. Sine A as well. So eventually, you get E. Okay, so far so good. I get E. I get D. So far so good. Next, C. Take a look at C. How do you get C? The same approach. This angle. This angle is if you don't want to use this angle, it's easy. You can use the this one straight away. Let's try not to use this angle. Let's try to use this one straight away. Why? Because I already know D. I already know D. And I already know gamma. Indeed, maybe you don't have to go to this bit. Individually, they can be solved as well. Because I already know D. So this is not. This is not. C. And in particular, secondary as well. But here probably is easier. To get this one probably easier. But in principle, you can solve this one already. You can from this one equation. If you know D, take a look again. you will know D over here. So this is not, this is not, this is not. So what's unknown is a C. So from this one, this equation alone, you can get C. You can sub C, no problem, because the D is not. Everything is not. And from this equation, you can get D. You see, you can get D. Everything is not, you can get D. So there is no problem. So we can skip this bit. Of course, you can keep this. There is no need. There is no. It's easier if you do this one, but the price to pay is you to calculate sine A as well. You have to find out sine A. You have to find out sine A. Of course, during your calculation, you don't really find out sine A. You just use approximation. Use this approximation. So it's only about A. You don't really calculate A, sine A directly. You put A over here. Use the polynomial to replace the sine A. Okay. So that's the reason. Let me do a comparison first. So then I have a good idea. Because every time I just wonder how many of you are here. For many, so 35. Now 24. Suppose all of you are here, maybe the 10 people are missing. But still, we need 50, right? 34, I think there are still 15 people missing, at least, at most. Okay, so let's continue. So in principle, you can get out of by using this machine and the substance bar. So substance bar can put anywhere. The substance bar can put anywhere. Of course, this substance bar is if you tear this substance bar, what happened? Let's see. If I tear this substance bar, I guess it's all the same. It won't take too much. And then let me just get rid of this bit. We can only use this bit. Of course, it's easy to do. Once you know sine A, it's easy to do calculation. But probably for C and D is good enough for by using this two equations. Otherwise, you have too many equations. You have to rely on too many. Maybe just get rid of this bit. Probably is get rid of this bit. Okay. This is a new one for me to use. So anyway, I don't know how to get rid of this one. Just get rid of this. Okay, let's continue. So now I have C and D. C and D, I also get rid of C and D as well. So probably you can also get C and D. You can also get C and D. So you will get C, and this will get rid of this one. Initially, I want to have relation. You don't need it. You can get C and E, not D. C and E. Yeah. C and E. Okay, let's continue. Now look, comes to the next problem. Sometimes you gonna ask your staff, the personnel who work with you to hold this leveling staff straight. Sometimes it can't because of the wind or something. Sometimes it can't because the position he stands is hard to keep it vertical. In this case, this substance bar will look like this one. There is an angle substance bar, and the machine is still here. Machine is the same. Machine is over here. Now we based on our theory. In a book is he's written something very complicated, hard to understand what he's trying to say. To be honest, this book is okay. So a same approach. Let's see, is there anything different from this one? Same approach. I bet is everything the same. You can look at this one. This one. Turn this one. Turn this 10 meters. You can get an angle. So you know the angle. Turn it down. You get this one. You know the angle. Turn it up. You get the middle. So let's place the middle. The middle over here. So I can also get this one. Okay. So far so good. Seems it's the same. It's the same. And then I own this angle, I know this angle, I know the whole angle, I know the angle. And again, this bar is already the length of this bar is S. This half S. So seems there is no different. Seems there is no different. Of course, if you do the measurement, if you put a vertical and put a horizontal, not horizontal, you tear this bar. Also this angle, the whole angle differ as well. If you put this bar straight, it seems like if a high angle to look at it, if alpha is better. If you have alpha prime over here, alpha prime seems like very smaller. It seems like it's okay, so it's tiered. You can use your imagination alpha prime. Suppose this is alpha prime. You can imagine this alpha prime would be slower than smaller than alpha, smaller than alpha. And also this angle will smaller than this angle. However, this angle will be larger than this angle. This angle will be larger than this angle. So pretty much I think it's all the same, because in the machine you can read this angle, so there is no problem. You can get this S, so in principle they are all the same. What differs is alpha, beta, gamma. The alpha, beta, gamma differs. The S is still S, here is still S. So what differs is just alpha, beta, gamma. Of course, if you change alpha, beta, gamma, you also change A and D. The number you get A and D will also be changed. This angle will be changed. A prime. You get A prime with D prime will also be changed. A prime, D prime will be also changed. And so is a C prime and E prime. So is a C prime and E prime. So this one can be treated as either for this formula can be treated either for this case and this case. So in some sense, we already solved the whole question. We don't have to look at all the bit. I don't really catch the author. So it just always put some picture there without proper explanation. Put this picture, and later on put something very put this picture, and then put on something very complicated picture. But what he tried to say is to calculate this bit, to calculate C, D, and E. So from this one we can easily get C, D, and E. You don't have to go through this unknown something to get. It's kind of mystery, because he didn't explain anything. So I use my approach to teach you how to get a number. Okay, let me recap. Is the time up? Yeah, it's time up. Jesus, I completely forget. Time's up. Sorry, time's up. So, 1 minute. 1 minute to finish everything up. Treat this one as a homework. If you can get it done, I'll give you 20 points. 20 points, probably the highest point among your homework. So the question is you use this one. So you have to resort to sine law, cosine law. Use this one. And the most difficult one is you have to approximate them. Use this one. This equation to approximate them. X will be A sine A, and if you approximate the other one, X will be pi minus A minus alpha, and alpha is also approximate. So eventually that will be a polynomial, a second order polynomial. This number will be second order polynomial, and then try to solve this one. Solve this polynomial. You can get some number A, and then you substitute. Also substitute then back to this formula. You can get a D, and then substitute. You can get a C and E. Okay. So my question is, I change this one. Suppose alpha. Let me say alpha is let me put it easier to do calculation. Alpha is how easy? It means easy means that you probably can use hands to do the alpha is 60. Beta is no matter how some bit not easy. 50-degree probably is you can also check so beta is the other is 45, gamma is 45 degree. You have to change them to radian. So this is the one, and S is 1 meter. This is 1 meter. Probably you won't find the second person teach you how to do this in this approach. Based on mathematics, it will be very accurate. So this is a good approach. I don't really understand what the author tried to say. So because he didn't explain anything at all. I don't even know it's true or not. But anyway, based on this one, is absolutely true. It's all on our mathematics, so it's guaranteed. Okay, S is 1 meters. Now find your job is find C, D, E. This is very good. It doesn't. It's independent of whether it's tiered of this bar or not. You can always use this approach to find out CDE. So this is very good. This is subject once and for all. Where's the CD? I think it's find out the CDE. It's gone already. Once it, so find out CDE. In meters, of course, S is in meters. So find out CD in meters. Okay, I give you 20 points. 20 points. Extra bonus for your grade out of I think out of your 30% or 40%. Depends. So if you can solve it, it'll take some time. But it's very good for your future as well because you don't need a lot of information. You can rely on this one based on mathematics. You can solve CDE. Indeed, it's not easy. Look, whatever I say sounds is quite easy based on mathematics, but indeed it's not easy. I take some time to figure out how to solve this one, and also based on the approximation theory. Okay, so try your best. If you can get it done, I give you 20 points. If you can't, it's fine. It's fine. You just as long as you know something, there is something. But next time you probably don't know how to solve this one. So okay. If this is the exam, it won't appear on your exam. I just give you extra points. That's it. Okay. Any question for today's lecture? This is of course, it's a good one. Approach. I won't say it's better, but the thing is, it's understandable. It's based on mathematics. It's understandable. Takes some time for me to figure out to solve this one once and for all. So this with the book to focus, you put it vertical or not. But now we don't have to. Every question can be solved. And so once you have a programming for this bit, so it doesn't matter. You can find out the solution. If you install this program into the total station or your electronic device, then they can calculate all this bit automatically, no problem. So everything can be done straight away. Okay, let's call it a day, and I should save this one. Otherwise, next time I forget what I talk about this one because it's interesting. This bit is interesting. What should I save? Save in, I don't know whether you can save or not. Anyway, if that cannot be saved, maybe I can grab it. I can grab this one, and then I can put into your put into your just for copy. Put into this one as well. I think probably I don't grab all of them because some of them is in a it doesn't, it's not important. It's over here, so maybe grab the other hand. Some of you probably can grab it as well. Grab it here. Okay, and this will be the whole story. And apart from this one, you need this three. Probably you need a formula. If you want to get a formula, you can get a formula out of here. So This is your sine law, and this is your trigonometry, and this is your sine law, and this is your sine law, and this is your sine law. Okay, hopefully some of you can get it done. It's good for your future as well. I think it's interesting. This is interesting to get this problem sub once and for all. Okay, let's continue. What is plan the question? The question is the question goes this way. I think I don't know whether I explained or not. The question is suppose the alpha is given 60 degree, beta is given 15 degree, gamma is given 45 degree, S is given 1. Now, based on this information, please calculate C, D, and E. Based on please calculate C, D, and E. Okay, that's the whole question. All right, I have another lecture to run, so probably I have to let you guys off. So sorry for delaying this bit because I didn't keep time. So delay you guys a little bit. Okay, let's call that, and please call a roll. So and now probably have the 49 or something. Maybe we only have 10 people missing or something. So for me, it's still reasonable. For me, it's still reasonable. Okay. See you next time. Not next time. Tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Okay. Bye.
ओए हाफिज कौन चिकना लग गई? ओए हाफिज यार असी किथे चिकने हैं, चिकना ते तू है कमलिया। हले भैन चो की आने बीबियां तरह सॉफ्ट मुलायम जूसी। ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇ ਖਰਮੇ ਵੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਪੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਤੇ ਦਾਣੇ ਬਣੇ ਦਾਗ ਬਣੇ ਸੀ ਹਲੇ ਵੀ।